The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Ready? 8, read. Mark 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Snap.
From the gun, Lawrence. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Jam.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, wahoo! 80 weapons. What? Shoot!
On 4th down, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, echo. Get it.
Now Saquon Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So that'll back him up 5.
Defense. All day. Let's get it. On the ready. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. We ain't giving up nothing today. Smooth. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day. Just like that. Just like that. Yep.
To throw on second down. Lawrence. This is caught inside the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
Showing it. Showing it. Check your hot read. Protein spill. 5.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go. Bravo. Let's go.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Set. 30 base. Watch right. Watch right. Check, 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 check. Hey, orbit. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lawrence. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Saquon Barkley, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Switch, 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 switch.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Back to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jets' 46-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
He's checking.
2nd and 3. He completes it to Henry. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check. Pressure.
He'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down, Dolphins.
45, Mike, 45. I got one. 2-6.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets this one to Johnson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kerryon Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Team 6, now.
On second down, here's Barkley trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
Second and 11. And he will find his man on the outside. A big play there for the Dolphins. 43 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Flushed out right. Complete. It's Henry. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Kill.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd and 9 now. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 27 yards there, a first down. Throwing on first down, Lawrence. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of... He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. On first down, Lawrence. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
No gain on this defense, no gain. 24 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, walk it up. 54. Hey, come on out here, come get some. Come get some, come out here, come get some.
They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a toss play. It's Hines.
I got you, boy.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. This is Hines. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go, defense. Back. Check Nick.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for them.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Lawrence. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check. Crouch. Rotate.
They run with Hines. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
55. Right there in the middle. Go.
Now it's Barkley. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
Jerome Baker in on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Watch one. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Hey, high 7. Hey!
That's me.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 2-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw now in his own end zone. And caught by Henry. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Check 45 to Mike. Hustle. Long day. That's going to be a long day. Switch.
Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Matt Hawk now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's second and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
I got one.
Get it.
Off play action. Lawrence. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third and 8.
Go.
Motion.
From the gun, Lawrence. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10.
Go. Yes.
3 buzz. Hey, check Mike.
Go.
Watching you five. I'm here all day.
Five.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Tackles.
Hey, Delta.
55 Mike.
Second and 5. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Ready?
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw now on first down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Now back to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Hines. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Switch.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll run it with Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Dolphins, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gault.